Today I want to talk about Dede Willingham, Society of Idea Collectors. Hashtag SOIC. Society of Idea Collectors. And this really is an ongoing project over on Dede Willingham's channel. I will put a link to her channel and a link to her Society of Idea Collector playlist in the description box below. I watch Dede Willingham. I live for her Society of Idea Collector videos. She knows that. I live for the Society of Idea Collectors because I love that process of gathering ideas. And boy, she has hit on a really good mind mapping idea in her episode 34, which I will put a link to that too. And that is on reinventing old crafts. Let's just do a little mind map following Dede's. And this will be smaller because I am in my Mornings with Meri art journal and not my big, huge art journal. But she is suggesting to take an old craft and reinvent it. Reinvent an old craft. And she is going in, she did a mind map in her episode 34 video. And I will probably mimic that to some extent. Like the uses of the craft. And I'm going to put the history of it. She put previous, but I'm going to put the history. And I'm going to put uses, and I'm going to put history. And then I'm going to put today. You might even want to put the definition of the craft. Define what it is. And then she has her questions, her who, what, when, where, why, how, and of course for reinventing, I like the definition of reinvent too. So define reinvent. So I like for the reinvent, I like the why not. Why not find a new use for it in today's world? Why would be, why are you doing it? The purpose of it. And why not would be, why not do it some other way? Why not? It's kind of like the alternate path that nobody really has done before. And that's why I like the why not. And of course I add the whatever. And that's kind of like the crazy idea that it doesn't seem, it almost seems impossible, but whatever. Send your old craft into space and maybe sometime in 25,000 years from now somebody will find it. Kind of like a shoot your time capsule into space, into Mars. And maybe 25,000 years from now, somebody will open up that time capsule and go, what is this? Who did this? Why did they do that? How did they do it? And what's a mind map? So why not, whatever, whenever. I carry these off And then I put the wow one. I like the wow one. These are the W words. I like the wow. And the wow is not an acronym like Wonder of Wonders. Wonder of Wonders. That could be a good acronym for it. The wow is more like, oh, you blew my mind. This is really cool. And let's see, she also got into things like, let me check here. She got into materials and the colors. I'm going to put update because she's saying what new colors would update it. This is Dede talking. I'm listening to her mind map. So this is Dede's mind map mixed in with mine. I'm reinventing Dede's mind map. And tools, she's talking about tools. And I'm going to put history and new. And then she's saying metals. Now I'm going to talk about an old craft in general rather than the specific one that she's talking about. She's saying to make lists. Make lists. You know, the questions. And mind map. Now she gave this good start. She picked a craft. And I'm going to let you go watch her video to see what craft it is. Probably go into an hour and a half is where she starts this. I'm just estimating. The first part of her episode 34 video, she's showing color books and saying hello and having her general chat with her subscribers, which is fine. She really doesn't get into this until just a little bit later, maybe an hour and a half into her video. But when she got here, my ears perked up. So, reinvent an old craft. So, where am I going to take this? Well, I feel like I kind of already done this intuitively, not mind mapping it. I might go back and mind map it. But how about two of them. Two of them that I've already done. How about my tatting? So you could go define, you're going to say what old crafts, what ones. So I'm going to put tatting here because I've already kind of taken tatting to the level of art journaling and some ways that we can use it in our cards and in our journals and in our notes. So tatting is one that I've used. The other one that I've started using here just recently are these illuminated borders. And I'm going off the page here. But those are two, and both of those are old crafts. Now, the history of them, man, you could get lost in the research. But mind mapping them, I can't say that I've really mind mapped tatting. Here's another thing. When you say define, get historical examples or designs. And look at them. That's like going to like a gallery. You might just even do that on the internet. But yeah, Society of Idea Collectors, Dede inspires me. Now, I don't want to stray too far off in my mornings with Meri with what I'm doing right now, because I'm doing the tatting and the illuminated borders, and I want to carry that on. But I may pick a couple more, see what kind of old crafts books that I have around, because I know I have them. See what's out there. See what you can do. She just, every time Dede does a Society of Idea Collectors video, Meri gets inspired. That's just the way it is. I may go just a little bit further with these two and carry them into a mind map of covering some of these basic things. And then that may inspire my, I've got a couple of ideas what I want to do here with my illuminated borders that I haven't shared yet. Society of Idea Collectors. And I haven't put up a Society of Idea Collector video in a while, but that doesn't mean I'm not working on them, because I am. I am just about finished with May. I have just a couple little things I want to do on it. And June, I am probably 3/4 of the way through June. I took a little bit of a different turn in my approach. I'm liking what's going on. So I don't want this video to carry on too long. I just want to, I'm going to go back and finish watching Dede's video, because I really am enjoying this part of it. The mind mapping part and the Society of Idea Collecting. This is just Meri's fun. And anytime Dede does an SOIC video, Meri's there. So thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow morning.